This is going to be a walkthrough on how to connect the Ubuntu client to the Windows Server domain. So just to get us started, we're just going to look at the server, and this has been freshly installed this morning, and I've just finished setting up these features here. So that's DNS, DHCP, and setting up the domain controller. You can see here that the domain name is my.domain, just for simplicity's sake, and the computer name is just called server. I've set up a single user account so I can log on to the Ubuntu machine once that's all set up, and the Ubuntu machine is running version 19.4, and this is all done in VMware Workstation 15. So starting off, some important information is knowing that we're on our own network. I'm using VMnet 0, so it's not getting any addressing from the host at all. It's all standalone. So we just want to test that we've got connectivity to the server. So we'll just do a ping. We can see that we can ping the server. And you can see that DNS is working as well. Having this config file is pretty handy. It just means you can copy and paste from here directly into the Ubuntu machine. Saves a lot of time and avoids errors as well. So first of all, we want to get the packages required to get this running. So if you just change your adapter setting to NAT, that will give you access to the internet, providing your host actually has internet access at the time. It can take a while to switch over, so sometimes you might just want to turn it off and then flick it back on again. Then you want to paste that first package in there, pop in your password, and then get your next one ready. So these are the only packages that are required to get it up and running. Once these packages are completed, the Kerberos Authentication will pop up and it will ask for the domain name and the server.domain name. So we'll put that in when it prompts us. Okay, so as you can see under Kerberos Authentication, I've got my.domain, and you can see that it's in caps. This is really important. If it's not in caps, then it won't work. Okay, so now the packages are installed, so we no longer need the internet, but we do need access to our server. So we're going to switch back our network adapter to VMnet 0. And we're just going to wait for that to connect. Hasn't quite connected yet. there we go. So then we jump back to our config file, we grab sudo realm join and paste it in there. So noting you see the domain name there in the middle after join, and then you see administrator, so that is your admin account on your server, and my domain, which is the domain name again, noting that it's in caps. You can see here it's successfully discovered my.domain and it's requesting the password, so I'll just input that password now. Here you can see that the machine has been successfully enrolled in the realm, and that is exactly what we want to see. Going back to the config, we've just got a bit more input. Paste that in there, enter. So grabbing all this config from users down to no, copy that and paste it in. You can see under automatic install it says my domain or my.domain. That's where you input your domain name. To exit this, hold down shift and hit the double dots. W means write, so that's going to write the information, and then Q, that will quit. Going back to the text document, paste that in there. As you can see, there's the username again and my.domain, so that'll be your domain name in uppercase once again. Push enter, type in the password. So now we want to set up this section here, which is essentially so the home directory works properly, and it will auto create the new user. You want to grab everything between the two dots, or two lots of dots. Click back on the terminal and paste. It doesn't really matter what gap you go for, but I'm just popping mine in here. Once again, same process to quit, and WQ, enter. Sweet, so that is all the config that we need to input into terminal. So now we can log off this user, which is a local user, and we can attempt to log on using the Windows user, which I showed you earlier. So to log on initially, you'll need to go your domain name, \, your username, and then enter your username password. You can see it's creating the directory, which is exactly what we want to see. Sometimes life just works a bit better when you reboot, so I'm just going to give it a quick reboot and then we'll see if that helps. And we can try that again. So there we can see that we are able to log on as the user. Sweet, so that's how you connect an Ubuntu client to a Windows Server 2016 domain. On a side note, if you are wanting to connect a share drive to your Ubuntu machine, it's really simple. Just get the two packages, Samba and WinBind, obviously by going over to NAT, getting that internet access, and then moving back over to your virtual environment, and mapping the various drives that you've set up on your Windows server. Thanks for listening.